Hey students, this is lesson 9.3, rotations. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to draw and identify rotation images figures. Go ahead and do the review, and I'll check back with you. All right, so the key concept here is a rotation of x degrees about point R, called the center of rotation, is a transformation with these two properties. The image of R is itself, that is, R prime is equal to R. For any other point B, RB prime equals RB, and the measure of angle VRB B prime is equal to X. That's the number of degrees you're rotating. And when we talk about rotation here, on a coordinate grid, a rotation is always a counterclockwise, unless we say clockwise. All right, so we'll just kind of use that as a standard rotation. All right, rotation about a point is an isometry. Go ahead and fill in 8, 9, and 10, and I'll check back with you. All right. So if we rotate this around P, I'm going to take a picture of that and just move it over a little bit. All right, so here's the deal. We need to rotate it 75 degrees about P. So the first thing I'm going to do is just draw in a line of reference from P to each of these points. I'll just start with F. And so what I need is for F.
Brittany Anderson.
So I need that to move 75 degrees this way. And I need to keep this distance the same. So to do that, I'm going to use a protractor to measure that 75-degree angle. So you can see I put the protractor on that, and now I'm going to measure a 75-degree angle, which is right about right here. And then I'm going to draw a line there from between P and that line. Okay, and now I'm just going to use my compass to measure the distance from P to F, and then I can duplicate that distance. Okay, so I'm measuring this distance here, and then I'm just going to duplicate that distance up here. If you want, you can just run that. So what I have now is this length and this length are the same, and that angle is 75 degrees. So I'll just put a dot there, and I'm going to label that F prime. I'm going to duplicate that same idea, draw a line from A to E, measure an angle 75 degrees. So here's my 75 degrees out here, and draw that line in. So now this angle right here is 75 degrees. Now I need to use my protractor to measure that distance. There. And mark that point. That point will be E prime. And then now I can connect E and F with a line. Now to start, I got one more point to do. I think I'm going to clear out some of these lines. Okay, so my last 75-degree angle. And a line. And then my last distance with my compass. I need to measure from P to D. And mark that. And that will be B prime. And then connect my last 2 points and my original point. And that image is now rotated 75 degrees. All right, you try that. All right, identifying a rotation image. Point N is the center of rectangular hexagon. What is the image of a certain point or segment for the given rotation? So what we're talking about here is we are starting at point N is the center of rotation. And we just want to know what a 60-degree rotation of X about N, where that would land us. Now remember, rotation means counterclockwise. So if we 60 degrees, if we divide this hexagon, this 360, by the number of segments here, which is 6, we get 60 degrees per part there. And so if we start here at X and rotate it about N 60 degrees, that would be just one of these little angles here. So that would get us to A. So X prime would be A. Okay. And 180-degree rotation about HE. Okay, so if we go 180 degrees, 180 divided by 60 degrees equals 3, so we have to go 3 segments of HE. HE is right there. So one 60-degree rotation would be there, 2, 3, so that would get us to AG. All right, you try that. All right, what is the image in degrees of the angle of rotation about O that maps into L? All right, assuming that, let's say segment NM is perpendicular to PL, so that we have 90-degree angles here. Then we're going to do 360 divided by 90, or 360 divided by 4 segments, which gives us 90 for each segment. And since we need to go from N to L, and we're just saying the angle of rotation, that means we're going this way, counterclockwise. So that's 3 segments, so 3 times 90 degrees equals 270 degrees. Okay, we could also say that it's a 90-degree clockwise rotation, but if we're just talking about the rotation, we're going to say 270 degrees. All right, go ahead, you try this one. All right, in this problem, we're going to do a composition of rotations, which means we're going to do a couple together. It says, what is the image of A, B, C, D about a point A for a composition of 2 90-degree rotations? All right, so the first thing we want to do is think about what that would be. So if we do a 90 plus a 90, that's going to be a 180-degree rotation. Okay, and that shouldn't be too hard. What we're going to need our protractor here. Let me make an image of this. All right, so there we have this, and since it's a 180-degree rotation, that's just a straight line. So, and we are going around point A. That's going to be our center of rotation. So I'm just going to draw a line right here from between A and B there. Okay, and now I know 180-degree rotation is a straight line, so I'm just going to duplicate my measurements using a protractor. I mean a compass. And so I'm just going to measure AB here with my compass. So open that up, turn it with my measurement here. And if you want, you could just swing that all the way around to the other side. And that'll give you the same measurement there. And so I'm going to label this right here B prime. And now I'm going to draw another line from D through A to give me that 180-degree measurement, and then measure AB with my compass. That's about there. So we can draw that measurement. And that gives us the point for D moved 180 degrees. D prime is there. And then one more point I need is C prime. And if you want, you could draw a line through there, through A, C, and A. Then go ahead and measure your distance there. Swing that around. But you'll see that that's the same distance as one of the distances you already had. So now I'm just going to fill in those lines, and that is my composition of those two. And this is C prime. All right, you try that. All right, that's the end of the lesson. Go ahead and do the lesson check, and we'll talk about this next time we meet in class.